Okay, welcome to this video. This is the second time I'm making this video because the first video which I made, I uploaded it on YouTube and the audio wasn't that good and people were commenting that my voice was so low. So this is just another video talking about variables. So in this video, we're going to look at variables. So variables are basically reusable containers where you can store something that you can use in your future code. So I'm going to show you an example. So I'm going to create a class, a Java class, and I'm going to call my class. I'm going to call my class, let me see. I'm going to call my class A. Class A. So you create your class, then you press enter. Oh, I already created a class A before. Okay, let me create new class. Let me say class D. Class D. Enter. Okay, our class has been able to create. So I'm going to print out our main method, ps_vm, press enter. It will automatically create it for you. Okay, under variables we have primitive data types and reference data types. Under primitive data types, we have the int, we have the double, we have the char, we have the boolean, the long, all those ones. Then under the reference data types, we have string, array, objects, so many others. In this video, we're going to mainly focus on the primitive data types, and I'm mainly going to focus on the 4 major primitive data types. And these 4 major primitive data types include the int for whole numbers. Also, we have the boolean. Boolean determines whether something is true or false. We also have the char. This one is mainly for characters, especially single characters. Then we also have the double. The double is mainly for decimals, numbers with decimals. So I'm going to begin with, we have also a long, but those ones are not that important. You can look at them at your own free time. I'm mainly going to focus on these 4. So I'm going to start with int. So int, let me say int. I want to declare. When you're working with variables, you make a declaration and then you assign something to it. So with int, you say int maybe int age. Then let's assign something to it. Let's assign an age to it. Let me say age 30. Age 30. Let me use another example. Let me say int number. Int number. Say a number 1. So we can both print out these 2 examples by just saying SOUT. It is a shortcut for the system out.println. Print out something. So the shortcut is SOUT. Then you press enter. Then you put inside what you want to print out. Let's say you want to print out age. So put there age. And if we run our code, it will print out 30. Yeah, that's because that's what we assigned to age, 30. So let me print out number. And for number, I want to defer. Let me say I want to make it more meaningful. So open double quotes. you say I am number and you space additional sign, I mean space, then put number. So let's see what it prints out here. I am number 1. So that's another way of also printing out. If you want a more meaningful sentence, that's the best way to do it. So yeah, that's this simple introduction for the integer. You can do more practice, you'll perfect it. So that's our int. Okay, next let's go for the double. For the double, like I said, deals with numbers usually which have decimal points. Yeah, that's the simplest way to describe it. So, and I want to do double second so that you see the clear difference between the int and the double, because some people confuse them sometimes. So let's say double maybe price equals, we assign a price to it, maybe like 20.99, maybe whatever currency, dollars, anything. So let's print out the price is space plus sign, say plus price, and we can also say open quotes and see what it gives us. You have to be more creative and then we use dollar sign. I think I missed an additional sign here, a dollar sign. So let's run our code and see what we get. Yeah, here the price is $20.99. So yeah, it's a simple way. Yeah, you see, we have printed out something more meaningful and makes more sense. Okay, I can just say that makes more sense. So yeah, can use other examples for the double, can practice other examples in your free time, maybe like a GPA, of 4.5, whichever GPA you choose. Can do it, just more practice to have a better understanding. So that's the difference here. The 0.99, and for the int we have no points. If you are to add here a point, maybe 0.8, see, draws a red line here, meaning there is an error. And if you run your code, you're going to get an error. It will tell you the value you have assigned to int is not an integer. It is instead a double. As you can see, it's showing you have provided a double, so you have to be careful with that. So we are done with the double. Let's go to our next one. I'm going to go next with the char. The char is basically like usually used for single characters. So let's say char. Let me give an example of a grade. Grade equals, because everybody wants an A, so yeah. So for the char, you use single quotes. So open your single quotes, say you got an A. So you got an A. So if we are to print out our grade, let's see what it gives us. Yes, going to print out an A. So simple as that. So can use other examples also for your practice. Then for the last one is a boolean. Boolean, like I said earlier, Boolean is basically if something is true or false. So let me say is student. So if you are a student, you say equals to true. If you're not a student, you say false. Yeah. So here I'm going to just assume you're a student and I'm going to say true. Then if we are to print out, we have to print out is student. Is student. Let me run and see what we get. Yeah, true. That's because you assign true to the value is student. So if we were to assign false, let's run our code. It will print out false. That means you're not a student. So in the next video, I want to look at this Boolean and how it can be used in if statements in a simpler way. Like, I want to just dive into the Boolean and if statements more, so that like you can get a better understanding, because I don't want to mix it up in this video because the video will be long, and yeah, I don't want a very long video. Even me personally, I don't like watching long videos. So I'm going to stop here in this video. Just make sure you like, subscribe, so that in the next video, the notification, you get it for the next video. I'm going to look at how Booleans can be used with if statements. Just going to be a short introduction. It will be just brief. So hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for listening.